Let's try it. Check 1, 2, check. How about that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Craig? I'm glad you're here, Craig. The first one. Oh, yay. Yay. Good deal. So I'm wanted to be able to put my little thing down here in the corner, um, so that this screen will be bigger for y'all to see what I'm doing. This is some still shots I've got pulled up in my editor from the last video that I put up. And we're going to zoom around and you can tell me what you want to see or go back. Hey, what was that? Anything that you want. Craig, it's just me and you right now, so it's kind of cozy. But I've got plenty. This is my actual editor. This is what I um, edit my videos with. Um, I actually put them together and put the music in a different editor just because I like the the trimmer in it. It's easier than this one. But as far as editing, if I'm going to do anything to them, this is what I do it in. And this is called Hit Film Express. Big crater on the left. Gotcha. So I'm going to pull over here to my editor and I'll start zooming. So let's put this right here. We'll pull the magnifier. Big crater on the left, says Mr. Craig. You mean this one? Look at that. What is all that cool stuff? We can even come in a little bit closer. Wow. I thought this one was fascinating too, Craig, because there's so much going on all around it. This is a raw photo, so I haven't done anything to this whatsoever. There's some cool stuff up here too. What crater is that? Let's see. I'm not 100% sure. I know there is lots to see, but I can let me see if I can pull up my virtual atlas of the moon and see if I can figure out what crater it is. Let's see here. What do I have going on? That is down toward the bottom of the moon, and that was a couple nights ago, of course. It's not as far as Tycho. It's not. I don't see Clavius crater around there. Let's see. So it was before. Was it before? You know what? I think I'm looking in the wrong spot. Let's see here. I will tell you what crater this is. I promise you that. Carlos Skywatcher, hey. I'm trying to figure out what crater this is right here because Craig asked. And I've got my moon atlas up in another window. So I'm trying to figure it out. Um, Sometimes it's hard on the Terminator line to tell. I don't want to tell you wrong. If I had the moon atlas pulled up, look at that. If I had the moon atlas pulled up, uh, because it goes with whatever it is today. So if I had it pulled up the other day, I could have told you. But I'm trying to figure it out by other things on the landscape here. I'll tell you what, when I have another photo pulled up, yeah, it is really interesting. It especially all this interesting things all around it. Like, let's play around with the. I've got several. I need brightness. You can turn that brightness down just a pinch. Check that out. Turn the brightness down just a little bit. It gives us a little bit more definition. You know, some people only see like a jumbled up mess, but I see infrastructure. I see actual structures, something, maybe mining operations. Like that, for instance, to me, that looks like a something that's like one of those big oil wells, oil drill things. I do have a big imagination. Like, what's that right there? This is just the first photo. It does look connected, Craig. Let's do this. Just see, since this is the and this is the full spectrum, and I had both cameras out, so I've got still shots of everything on both cameras, so we'll compare. But here I've just turned down the brightness a little bit so that we can get a better idea. Like, for instance, right here, what's making this shadow? If you look at all the rest of the shadows, that would mean the sun is coming from this direction, right? Or no, sorry, the sun is coming from from the west. Hidden underbelly. Hi, thanks for coming. Who's texting me? Oh no. Um, anyway, okay, yeah. So the sun would be coming from the west, east. Sorry, my other west. It does look like buildings and dark structures, Craig. So the sunlight would be coming from this way to cause these shadows. But this doesn't. This right here does not make sense to me. Where is this shadow coming from? What's causing it? Is it this? So if that's it, it's not. It's just not in the right place. That's why I look a lot at things like that. Do I have daytime pics of the moon? I put up a daytime full spectrum video a couple of weeks ago. Um, a couple weeks ago, and I played around with my settings and stuff, and I got a really great daytime moon a couple weeks ago, Carlos. I don't know if I've got them in the editor, but anyway, let's move on to the This one is same area, just a different frame. And obviously, I decided to make a still shot because I saw something cool, I think. Very clever illusion. Yeah, I know. Here it is again. See how it looks like it's like twisted up, almost like a Stargate. Doesn't that look like a Stargate, y'all? Does to me. This is when the moon is moving and panning and it starts to get overexposed over on this side. Look at this. That looks like a big, tall tower to me. I think that's what I wanted to show you guys on this shot right here. This tower shows up just beautifully, and it's got all kinds of something structural all around it. Look at all this squares and stuff. I've never had zoom crops of the moon. In fact, I rarely zoom more than what the camera gives. Well, when I'm shooting with my camera, Carlos, I do not do the full digital zoom when I'm shooting it because unless I want to just take a video. But if I want to be able to do this, I don't ever zoom all the way up as close as I can get, because then I can't do this and have a clear picture. And so I don't, rarely do I zoom as far in as I can. Okay, this is with the regular Nikon. Same shot. Look at that. Now it really looks like a Stargate, doesn't it? Pretty cool. So there's a little something sitting there, a little something, something. And here's those suspicious shadow again. These shots were taken within minutes of each other, so. See, all that just looks so cool to me. Some of it I don't have a comment because I don't know what to say. I just know it looks interesting. Like that right there. See, if you get too far, you can't see nothing anyway. Craig, doesn't that look like it's like something flowing down into it, or I don't know. And then there's that thing. Yeah, this one has the Nikons have a 3000 millimeter focal length, and then another 4 times that digital. That's why I can get so close. So 3000 millimeter plus the 4 times digital puts the Nikon P1000 right up there with about a 10-inch telescope. Only better, in my opinion. A lot lighter. Look at all that stuff in there. So this one is with the same areas, but this one is the regular Nikon P1000. Look at all that. Same shot. It just amazes me seeing all the connections. Definitely someone else far superior than us with the size of those structures. Yes, Cindy, looks like something is flowing at the Stargate. Yep. It either is or was or something. There was something at some point in time that was going on right here, in my opinion. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. This is a really close-up shot. This is one of those where I did zoom up with the digital zoom um, on that camera when I was actually shooting it. And where's the tower at? There it is. This is full spectrum. Full spectrum sometimes can look a little blurry because it picks up everything, including stuff in the atmosphere. This, see, is backed off. This is the reason why I don't zoom all the way up. Big square black tower, yeah. David White! Hi there! So we can see how much clearer this is. And I know the name of these three, and right off the top of my head, I can't remember to save my life. I do have my atlas pulled up still. Now I know it. Those, I can figure it out. Those, I'm looking at the atlas. Huh. Here they are. Pull up my names. Found them and lost them. How do you even do that? Right here. That ain't it. It's hard to do when you're on when it's not exactly on the day that you actually shoot it. You know what I mean? Oh, I think it's them right there, actually. Or not. Well, we'll get back to zooming. I'll figure it out. Anywho, now see, this Terminator line's a little bit dark, and I'm going to turn the brightness up a pinch. It's interesting. See how, like, three, you can see something in the middle of these. It's just interesting. Like, did all three of these asteroids or meteors or whatever they were hit this at the same time? It's just, I don't know. See, like, what's that? That looks like a bridge to me or something. Here we go. That's just interesting. Yeah, pipes are a bridge. Pyramid. See that? Can't really get it any closer than that, or else it just looks pixelated. But it looks like a pyramid to me. Look at the three sides. Or it's one little lonely mountain. Let's see. Turn the brightness down a pinch. Looks even more like a pyramid to me with the brightness turned down. What do you think? I'm going to actually turn the brightness up so we can see this on the side here. Yeah. See, there's all kinds of stuff. There's some people who only like to turn the brightness down to get definition of other things like colors and whatever, but that's one thing I love about the full spectrum is that it allows us to see in the dark spots, you know? And it's like, how come there's a shadow, they're in the right spot. There's kind of a shadow. Whoop, where's that shadow? It's crazy how some of them have them. And I mean, I suppose it could be that this back wall that would cause the shadow would be higher. Maybe this one's just not very deep. I don't know. Maybe it has sides like the pyramids in Egypt, the slap bang in the center. Yeah, when I first got it, I was like a little freaked out because things weren't it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but the more I played around with it and with the settings, the better I got. So it was just the same as when I got my first camera. And now I've got it down. Now it's just up to the dang weather. See, there's something right there. Look at that. Here's our, there's something down in this corner too. It's shaped weird. It's got that in the middle of it. That's something. I don't know what, but it's something. Look at this. Here's another one of those tall towers. You see it? And all this good stuff. Here. We'll try to get this all in. Very interesting. See, it just, to me, it just doesn't make sense. What's making that shadow? What's making that shadow? What is that? What's that? You know, it's like it's question after question after question. I never get tired of it's I never ever get tired of looking at the moon, and now that I've got a different view of it as well to compare, it's always super fascinating. And I'm not trying to claim I know anything. I haven't been to the moon, nor do I know anybody that's ever been to the moon. So this is as close as I can get, and I just like to share with you guys um, what I see, what I think I see. But by no means am I here to sway your opinion. If you think it looks like a big jumbled up dead rock with a bunch of rocks, then so be it. Still fascinating to look at, regardless of what your mind sees or not. I mean, it could be that my mind automatically sees structures because I want to. you know? Look at this straight lines of that shadow. Yeah. Like, what's up with that? There's something right here. Right here. It's like it's so um like right in here to me I can see all kinds of cool stuff. This little tower right here, and here's one of those dark domes on a white pedestal looking thing that I've always talked about. It's really fascinating. Let's see what else we got here. This is with the regular Nikon. This one's a little on the blurry side because it's all the way, this is all the way zoomed in with my camera. This is how close I can get. But like I said, when I magnify, it blurs it a little bit. But look at this. What do you think that is? Let me take the magnifier off. So you've got all these little things here. Whatever that is. A big circular dome. That's what I think too. Some people see craters and rocks, but the more you look, the more you see. I agree, but you have to have an open mind because if you think about it, the atmosphere, the gravity, everything is different on the moon than it is here. So, of course, why would people think that the architecture that works on Earth would work on a moon when it's a totally different world? Totally different. It's not. And I mean, I can see um, where massive structures would be on the moon simply because there's a lot less gravity. So, and I also, I know there were giants at one time. And so maybe that's where the giants went, or maybe that's where they came from. I don't know. But it all makes sense to me. A lot of stuff I look at to me looks like the ancient ruins, too. You know? Look at all this stuff up here. It is all interesting anyway. Look at that. See there now sometimes when you see like the red and green colors, that is what they call chromatic aberration or apparition. See that green? And then you can kind of see the red. That's just, basically that's not true colors on the moon. What in the world is that? So my eyes play tricks on me sometimes with these things because sometimes I can look at stuff and it looks convex rather than concave, like um, like the craters are concave. But sometimes they look like mushrooms are convex, and then it's all of a sudden they don't look like that again. It's really definitely an illusion, trick of the eyes. But wait, there's more. Okay. This is at the top of the moon. Top part of the moon. This has always been a really tough spot for me to get good and clear. But I've always said that there's massive, massive, massive complexes and structures up here all around the whole top of the moon and the bottom. But there's like, look at this. And this right here, depending on where the terminator line, let me close my atlas. I hope my editor don't die. Sometimes, see where my little thingy's spinning? This editor can crash my computer. So if I just suddenly go away, that's why. I got a text I got to answer real quick, you guys. I'm just going to tell them I'm live right now. Hang on. Hey, I'm live right now. There you go. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. So also with the full spectrum, the atmosphere you can see pretty good too. And yes, there is a light atmosphere on the moon. Even friggin' NASA admits it. So, not that we can believe anything they say, but let's take a closer look. And let's pull down the brightness a pinch. Pull it down a lot. You can just see what shines, whatever the full spectrum, the infrared in the full spectrum pulls up. But I always find it interesting to turn the lights all the way down with the full spectrum. Yeah, on the top, it depends on which way, whether the moon is in waning or waxing, whether it's rising or setting, to where, because I've noticed like the moon can be, let's say it starts rising and it's turned up this way. Usually when I get those colorful structures at the top is when the terminator line is at the top of the moon rather than at the bottom or the sides. So like last night I got out and got some footage and the moon was not straight up and down like this one. Like this, it was more of the terminator line was at the bottom of the moon and up the side. So like, yes, this stuff is crazy. Look at that. This stuff is nuts. Who knows? But this is really, this part is really, look, there's another one of those big tall towers. You see it? I just noticed it. Let's see if we can. It's kind of blurry, but it's there. I hope we have clear skies too this weekend, Carlos, because of the total lunar eclipse. But they are calling for possible rain. We'll see. Right at the top. Yep. Hey, Chris. Yeah. I just like, well, I'll just tell him I'm live while I'm live. And yay for the table. Thank you. So check out the, let's zoom up on this around the edge, just a pinch. So the full spectrum is picking up something all around the edge. All right. Not too much super zoom there. But I see so many things up here. It just amazes me. That's full spectrum shot. Wait, what about the table? That's cool that you have one. Hi, free speech. Let's see. This is full spectrum too. This is just another frame. Same area. It's just a little bit lighter. Let's see if we can't really see that one that we saw before. That little one up there. You can right here. See, it's creating a shadow, so you can't tell me that it's. But how can it be? Wait, how can it create a shadow going that way if the sun is coming from this way? If the tower is here, that doesn't make sense. It would have to create a shadow going this way, right? Okay, awesome, Chris. Thanks. Just all kinds of really. Sometimes I get lost and I forget to talk, guys. Yeah, the shadow is different. Interesting. All right, let's see what we got next. So here's with the regular Nikon. That one was kind of blurry. There's something right there. See it? Check these buildings out right here. Oops, these structures. There's also, see these two lights? I've caught that with both cameras. I don't know what they are, but they're very shiny and very interesting. These two lights right here. See them? I can see the dark structure right there. Bigger than anything. There they are again. All right, see you, Chris. This to me just it looks like it's okay. Here's like this right here looks to me like it's structural or infrastructure or something, but they're trying to make it appear that it's not, or it was a bunch of structures at one time and it's just now ruins, because it kind of appears that way to me too, like it's like ancient ruins. But I think up on the moon it looks like a combination of ancient ruins and newer technology or newer structures. But here's those two lights. Just I don't know. I don't know what they are. Let's see. This is my picture so big? Because I didn't have it in the right spot. Here. Okay, this right here. Let me move this. This is Mare serenitatis. So this is Marimbrium. And Plato crater should be right over here somewhere. I do know that area, Craig. It does. It blows my mind when you see light and dark structures together, like I showed last time. One right next to the other. I do have some great shots of the Apennine Mountains, some cool stuff up in there. Here's a full spectrum shot, another full spectrum shot up here at the top that I thought was a little bit more clear. It's interesting, for sure, the difference between the cameras. Just because the full spectrum picks up all that luminescence, I reckon, all the lights. Anything that's given off any kind of energy or light, I guess, it picks up on. There's that tower. Okay. This is from, remember when I put up a video called the 2 cameras and 1 foggy moon? This is damn near as good as you can get, really, when it's foggy. This is the reason why I didn't do a zoom in on that. I just wanted to show you guys because, I mean, no matter what I do, it's not really going to make much of a difference. See, because if I turn the brightness down, it just makes it way too dark. Okay, let's see. All right. Here's where I flipped it around. So we can see what it looks like in another. You can still make out some things, and it's really cool to look at while you're actually shooting it. But for this purposes, not so much. Okay, here's our Stargate flipped upside down. Now it looks like an amphitheater. Let's get us a magnifier. Hi, Quinn. So this was like the first photo we looked at, and I've just flipped it around. Very interesting when you do that. All the cool stuff you can see. There is, like, to me, you can see, look at that. This looks like a dome that's attached to another one. Like you reckon that maybe that's either a tunnel or something, or I don't know. All I know is these 2 things are attached together, and there's a black dome. See it? Look at all this cool stuff. That's all, looks like it's all connected, but it just doesn't look like random. You know, it just doesn't look random to me. Here's our Stargate. I said it looked like a Stargate earlier. For those of you who weren't here, this right here. If you ever watched Stargate, it's got a little black dome right there along the side and then a little rectangular building. Interesting the way the shadows, here's those weird shadows again. Still, what in the world? Yeah, it don't look natural. There's something. Feel free to tell me to stop, go back, or hey, what was that? Whatever, because I can see the chat on my phone. Square black building. It something right here. Look at this right here. This looks like it's a really, really deep pit of some sort. And there's a building right there. And it's got a big, and it's like, or it see, or it looks like a black dome, and those two are connected. It depends on how you look at it, right? This just fascinating me. See, now I pull it over here. It don't look like a dome. It looks like a pit instead. Then you got all this other stuff that is going into or something. Yeah, these shadows are very square looking, and this is a raw photo. There's been nothing done to this footage whatsoever. This is a still shot from my camera. By the way, I found the setting on both cameras that I didn't know I had the other day, where I can shoot, instead of at 30 frames per second, I can shoot at 120 frames per second. And that's the reason why I suddenly got this massively clear stuff, because I had a clear night and I figured out I just wanted to see what it would look like if I did it at 120, excuse me, yawning, 120 frames per second, and it was massively cool. So this looks like one of those old hot water bottles. Quinn says I see that in my shots too. So you got all these. It's the little things that catch my eye first, and I miss big stuff sometimes because I get like so enthralled with something small that I miss obvious stuff. So please let me know if you want me to go back. Like, what is that? Way off the Terminator line there in the dark area. Let's see here. There was one, I know I looked at these when I took these shots. There's a tower right there. That I swore I saw a little triangle and I thought I had left the magnifier on it. But obviously I was wrong. Let's put it on an interesting shot there. Let me pull up StreamYard right quick, guys. Let's see. Oh, okay. So that's pretty much the end of the footage that I got the other day of the still shots that I decided to keep and show you guys. Can't believe it's been almost an hour already. Time just sure does fly, doesn't it? Sure does fly. If there's any, I see I have like all of my pictures, like what I did the last live stream on in a different project than this one. This one just had the other day's footage in it. But so if I have time and I don't have recent footage, then that's when I'll pull up all those, because it's like pretty much every still shot or photo that I've ever taken that I thought I found something really cool or interesting in. So there's always never not something to do this about. So appreciate y'all coming by, and appreciate you guys being here for my live stream. If you like this new format, the way I'm doing my live streams, please let me know, because this is how I'm going to do it from now on. So I'll still be doing little giveaways and stuff here and there, but I just wanted to do it this way. Hopefully the trolls and the minions of YouTube leave me alone, and we can just have a good old time like we always have. And I thank you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for always showing up whenever I do a live stream and whenever I do videos and stuff. You guys have been really supportive of me, and you have no clue how much I appreciate it, because I really, really do. And I'm just going to head on out and say happy sky watching. Love you guys. Bye.